You know, there's something truly special about mornings when the sunlight gently peeks through the curtains, and the world seems to slow down just enough for us to breathe it all in. I remember waking up as a child to the sound of the radio humming softly in the background and my grandfather stretching in his armchair before he did anything else for the day. Back then, I didn't quite understand why he moved his arms and legs while still seated. Little circles, light lifts, even tapping his toes. But now I get it. He was warming up his day, giving his body a gentle hello. And maybe you felt this too, some stiffness in the knees, a little less bounce in your step, or a bit more effort needed just to get out of your favorite chair. That's all right. It happens. The beauty is, you don't need to run a marathon or hit the gym 5 times a week to feel stronger, more energized, or more in control of your body. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is just move, right from where you are. That's exactly what we're going to explore today. How to bring more strength and energy into your life with easy, seated movements. No fancy equipment, no getting down on the floor, no pressure to push past your limits. Just a few gentle daily moves that can help you feel more alive in your body, boost your circulation, and even brighten your mood. And the best part? You can do them right from your kitchen chair, your favorite recliner, or even the edge of your bed. Let's start with something very simple, but powerful: breath and posture. Before we even lift a finger or a toe, we're going to take a moment to come back into our body. So, if you're sitting down now, go ahead and scoot yourself just a little forward in your seat. Let your feet rest flat on the floor and gently place your hands on your lap. Now take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Do that 2 more times with me. Inhale and exhale, and again in and out. You might already feel a little more centered, a little more awake. That's the magic of the breath. It brings oxygen to your brain, helps release tension, and it's completely free. Now, let's add some posture to that. Sit up just a bit taller. Imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling, shoulders relaxed but not slouched. That small adjustment alone helps your spine, your lungs, even your digestion. Now, on to our first gentle movement, the shoulder roll. This one's perfect if you ever feel tightness in your shoulders or neck. Keeping that nice, upright posture, slowly lift your shoulders toward your ears and roll them back and down. Let's try that again. Up, back, and down. It's like telling your shoulders, hey, we're okay. You can relax now. Do it 2 or 3 more times, nice and slow. This not only relieves tension, but also gets the blood flowing to places that might have been feeling stiff or forgotten. Next, we're going to wake up the legs a bit, and we'll do that with a simple seated leg lift. Stay seated comfortably. Hold the edges of your chair if you need to for balance, and gently lift one leg, just a few inches off the ground. Hold it there for a second or 2, then lower it back down. Now switch to the other leg. Up and down. Don't worry about how high the leg goes. What matters is that you're engaging your thigh muscles and encouraging your circulation. Imagine your legs saying, thank you. I needed that. Let's take it up a notch, just a little, with a toe tap. While staying seated, lift your heels slightly and tap your toes up and down like you're playing the piano with your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Keep going for a few more seconds. This is a great way to gently activate the lower legs and improve ankle mobility, especially if you've been sitting for a long time or if your legs tend to swell during the day. As you're doing these, you might start to feel a little warmer. That's your body saying, yes, I'm still here. I still work. I still move. And that's such an encouraging thought, isn't it? Because staying active, no matter your age, doesn't have to be a big event. It can be gentle. It can be easy. And most importantly, it can be kind to your body. We're not chasing youth. We're embracing life. Right here, right now, in the body we're in. Because every little movement counts, and every bit of energy you give to yourself has a way of giving back to you tenfold. And from here, we're going to explore a few more seated moves that help you stay strong, steady, and balanced. Now that we've gently warmed up our shoulders, legs, and even our toes, let's keep that energy going. Remember, it's not about how fast or how many repetitions you can do. It's about how it makes you feel. And if at any point you need to pause, take a breath, or adjust, That's perfectly okay. This time is yours. Let's move into a seated march. This one is wonderful for getting your heart pumping a little more and waking up your whole body. Sit nice and tall, hold the sides of your chair if you like, and now, lift your right knee, then your left, like you're marching in place. One side, then the other, just like that. Keep breathing. You might imagine you're marching down memory lane, waving to old friends on the sidewalk. It's playful and light, but it's doing a lot, engaging your core, your thighs, your hips, all while seated. And don't worry if your pace is slow. In fact, slow and steady keeps you more in control, which helps with balance and stability. Do this for about 30 seconds or so, whatever feels right. I've had people tell me they do this march during TV commercial breaks or while waiting for their tea to steep. That's how easy it is to weave into your day. Speaking of weaving movement into your routine, let's take a moment to talk about arms. Our arms help us reach, lift, carry, wave to neighbors, and hug our loved ones. But as we get older, they may lose a bit of strength if we don't keep them moving. So here's a lovely one, arm circles. Extend your arms straight out to your sides, like you're forming the letter T. Now, make gentle little circles with your hands. Small, controlled movements, forward first. Don't overdo it. Just feel your shoulders and arms waking up. After a few seconds, reverse the direction. Backward now. You might even smile a bit. I always say, if it feels a little silly, you're probably doing it right. These circles build endurance in your shoulder and arm muscles, and they also help with posture. You'd be surprised how even 2 minutes of this a day can make lifting groceries or reaching into the top cupboard feel easier over time. Now give those arms a little shake, just a relaxed wiggle to release any tension. Feels good, doesn't it? Next up, let's talk about our core. Yes, we all have one. It's not just about having a flat stomach or abs. Your core is what keeps you steady when you reach, when you stand, even when you laugh. A strong core supports everything from balance to back health. So here's an easy one you can do without anyone even noticing. Seated tummy squeezes. Sit up tall, hands on your lap. Now, gently pull your belly button inward, like you're trying to zip up snug pants. Hold it for a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, then release. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing naturally. Let's try it again. Pull and hold and release. You can do this several times a day, even when you're talking on the phone or waiting in line. It tones your abdominal muscles and supports your lower back, all from the comfort of your seat. And here's something I've heard from many seniors, but I don't have time to exercise every day. And I always say, you don't need an hour. You just need a few minutes here and there. Even 5 minutes of gentle movement can help you feel more energized, more confident, and more in tune with your body. In fact, one lovely woman I met, she's 82 and sharp as a tack, told me she started doing seated marches and arm circles while listening to her favorite gospel radio station in the mornings. She said it gave her something to look forward to, and she began feeling stronger just a few weeks in. Her words stuck with me. I may not be 40 anymore, but I can still move like I've got purpose. That's the spirit we want to hold on to. Let's try another feel-good move now. Neck stretches. Many of us carry tension in our neck and shoulders, especially if we're reading, crocheting, or even watching TV for long periods. While seated, just slowly tilt your head to the right, bringing your ear toward your shoulder, not forcing it, just letting gravity do the work. Hold it there for a breath or two, then gently bring your head back to center. Now tilt to the left side and breathe. Notice how your neck muscles respond. This tiny stretch can release built-up tightness, and it's a lovely way to show your body a little tenderness. After all, every part of you has been carrying your story, decades of living, laughing, learning. These small acts of care are your way of saying thank you to the vessel that's gotten you this far. You see, every seated move we're doing might look simple on the outside, but inside, they're working wonders. They're keeping joints moving, muscles active, and the heart engaged. More importantly, they're a way of reconnecting with yourself. Because this chapter of life, it's not about slowing down, it's about moving with intention. And from here, we're going to keep that gentle momentum going, exploring a few more seated movements that help with balance, flexibility, and keeping your spirit lifted. Let's keep this lovely rhythm going, shall we? By now, you've probably noticed something, not just the movement in your body, but a sense of connection. Maybe a lightness in your shoulders, or even a tiny flicker of pride. That little voice inside saying, "Hey, I'm doing this. I'm really doing this." And you are. Now, let's bring in a gentle twist, literally. One of the best seated exercises you can do for your spine and core is a seated torso twist. It's like giving your body a ring out after a long day, releasing tension and helping with flexibility. Sit up tall with your feet flat on the floor. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh and your left hand behind you on the chair for support. Now slowly turn your upper body to the left, just as far as feels comfortable. Keep your hips facing forward. Hold that for a couple of breaths, then gently come back to center. Now switch sides. Left hand on your right thigh, right hand behind you, and twist gently to the right. Don't force it. You're not wringing out a dish towel. You're inviting your spine to stretch and breathe. Twists like this help keep your back mobile, aid digestion, and bring a little life back into your midsection. And the beauty of it? You can do this even while chatting with a friend or watching your favorite afternoon show. Let's move on to a fun and often overlooked part of our body, our wrists and hands. Think of how much we use them every day. Opening jars, writing, holding a cup of tea, or turning the pages of a beloved book. But stiffness in the fingers or wrists can sneak in quietly, especially with arthritis or colder mornings. So here's a simple one: wrist circles and finger stretches. Raise your hands in front of you like you're holding an invisible tray. Now, make slow circles with your wrists, clockwise first. Smooth, easy motions. Now switch direction, counterclockwise. Then, stretch your fingers wide, like you're spreading them toward the sky. Hold that stretch, then slowly curl your fingers into a soft fist. Open and close. Open and close. You might feel a gentle warmth in your hands now. That's circulation improving, joints loosening up, and energy moving again. These are tiny movements with a big impact, especially if you've noticed your hands feeling weaker or more tired lately. And let's not forget the ankles. Oh, our poor ankles. They support us every time we stand or shuffle across the room, and yet they don't always get the attention they deserve. While seated, gently lift one foot off the ground and rotate your ankle in a slow circle. Do it a few times in one direction, then switch. Then do the same with the other foot. These ankle rolls help with balance and reduce stiffness, which is especially helpful if you've been sitting for a while or if you ever feel unsteady when getting up. Now, here's one of my favorite combinations. It's like a full body reset from the chair, the reach and tap. Sit tall, extend your arms up like you're reaching for the ceiling, then slowly bring them down and tap your knees. Reach up and tap down. You can add a deep breath in as you reach and a slow exhale as you tap. It's a flowing movement that gently stretches your sides, shoulders, and back, and gives you a little rhythm to your breath. This one always reminds me of my neighbor, Mrs. Ease. She's 76, always smiling, and she swears by this little reach and tap routine. Says it helps her start the day with energy and clarity. And watching her move, you'd think she was 20 years younger. It's not about how fast or big the movement is. It's about the joy she brings to it. And that's something we can all carry into our own routines. You see, this whole idea of seated exercise, it isn't just about staying fit or checking off a health goal. It's about taking charge of how you feel each day. It's about saying, I matter enough to move my body with care. And whether you're doing 5 minutes or 15, whether it's morning, afternoon, or just before bedtime, every move is a gift you're giving yourself. And sometimes, the biggest changes in how we feel start with the smallest steps. You might not notice it immediately, but after a few days of adding these little movements into your daily rhythm, you may find that you're sleeping better, moving more easily, or even feeling brighter in your mood. You might stand up from a chair a bit more smoothly, or find yourself walking across the room with a little more confidence. And those little wins? They add up. So whether you're just beginning your movement journey or returning to it after some time away, please remember, you are not behind. You are not too old. You are exactly where you need to be. And your body, no matter its age or shape, still responds to kindness, attention, and care. Let's keep going just a bit more. There are a few final moves I'd love to share with you. Gentle motions to help you feel even more balanced, grounded, and energized. Let's bring it all home now, with a few more gentle movements to help you feel centered, steady, and recharged. These final moves are like the closing notes of a favorite song, calm, soothing, and satisfying. And if you've made it this far, let me just say well done. You showed up for yourself today, and that means more than you know. Let's start with a calming move I like to call the shoulder sweep. It's a great way to release any tension that may still be lingering and wind things down. Sit upright. Take your hands and gently sweep them across your chest and out to the sides, like you're brushing away the stress of the day. You can pair this with your breath, inhaling as you bring your hands in, exhaling as you sweep them out. Try it a few times. It's not just about the muscles. It's about letting go, emotionally and physically. Now we'll finish with a gentle seated stretch for the sides of the body, because flexibility helps us reach, turn, bend, and live life more fully. While seated, raise your right arm up beside your ear and gently lean to the left. Feel that stretch along your side, from your ribs to your hip. Hold for a couple of breaths, then slowly come back to center. Now lift the left arm and lean gently to the right. Keep your movements slow, relaxed, and never force it. Just breathe and feel your body thanking you in return. Now place both hands gently on your knees. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so, and take one more deep, calming breath in and out. And that's it. That's your gentle, energizing, seated movement session for the day. You know, there's a myth that as we grow older, we should slow down and sit still, but I don't believe that for a second. I believe in moving with grace. I believe in staying connected to what makes you feel alive. And most of all, I believe it's never too late to care for your body. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body still wants to move, and it still responds to love and attention. These seated exercises aren't about getting fit for anyone else. They're about staying strong for you. For walking to the door when your grandchildren visit. For lifting that pot of soup without hesitation. For enjoying life with less stiffness and more freedom. Movement is life. And every gentle stretch, every lifted foot, every deep breath, it's a statement. A declaration that you're still here, still growing, still choosing to show up. And that's a beautiful thing. So, my dear friend, I invite you to come back to this video whenever you need a little boost of energy or a moment of calm. Make it part of your morning routine or your afternoon reset. Share it with someone you care about, a neighbor, a sibling, an old friend who could use a little encouragement. Sometimes, moving together, even from afar, makes it all the more special. And if this video helped you feel even a little bit stronger, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below. Tell me which move you enjoyed the most, or how your body feels after trying them out. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We've got more heartwarming, practical tips coming your way, always made with you in mind. Because here on Moments with Elders, you're not just a viewer. You're part of a community that believes in thriving at every age. So until next time, keep breathing deeply, moving gently, and smiling often. You're doing beautifully. And remember, you're never too old to feel young again. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next video.